Bow chicka wow wow. Actually, I have no idea why I went for that one this time. But welcome, everybody. I do a slash wave, but as you can see, if you can't see, my dog is on my lap. So I'm recording with her chilling here. So you might see her head pop up here and there. So, like I mentioned earlier, I wanted to split up everything. So you have like different videos to be able to see. And the one that I wanted to do next is the Covenant abilities and talk a little bit about more on the Covenants. And as you can see, her head just popped up because a car went past. But again, thank you for all the new subscribers, all your comments on the other videos. I hope you're enjoying them. Shadowlands is coming up very soon. There have been a few more updates, but nothing really for survival in general. Am I still going to main it? Yes, I'm still going to main it. And, you know, it is what it is. We'll see. I'll make it work. And hopefully my videos will help everybody else. But today we're talking about, is it this one? Yeah, I got the right one. Covenant abilities and what I believe the right ones are going to be the best again. So, first one we're going to talk about is, I believe this is the Kyrian, the Bastion, the first one. So what the Kyrian ability is Resonating Arrow. Fires a resonating arrow to the target that fills the area with echoing anima for 10 seconds. The effect causes your attacks to ignore line of sight, and you have 30% chance to increase critical strike against them. So what this means, so we'll just show it here. It's a targeted AoE ability. You throw it down, and as you can see, there's a little buff on them over here. 30% chance to take more crit damage. Yeah. So you just crit a lot more for 10 seconds, pretty much. While I think it's good, and we'll do this again. Let's reset the cooldown. If I resonating here, run around to the side, and we can throw our bombs through the wall. Again, I think this is the reason why I started with this is because I believe this is the weakest one for Survival Hunter, because we don't really stack crit chance. We stack haste to crit or haste to crit to mastery. So we'll be having a whole bunch of haste and a little bit of critical strike. I believe that's going to be more from like Marksman, Beastmaster, where for Beastmasters you can just throw it and just like multi-shot, use your Beast Cleave, volley with your aim shot and rapid fire. So I think for at least survival, it's going to be the weakest one. It's not too bad. Why is that pet attacking? But it's okay. It's a weaker version of the Night Fae. I believe the Night Fae is a better version for Survival Hunter. So if we go to Night Fae, let's please test Night Fae. So what Night Fae is, it's an AoE, so it's called Wild Spirits. It's on a 2-minute cooldown. Invoke the energy of the Wild Spirits at the target location, applying a wild mark for 15 seconds, and increases the damage that we do by 5%. While the Spirit Beasts are active, each damaging ability you against the affected target will deal 469 damage. So if you come here, pop it down, wild mark, you can bomb, takes damage. Take another bomb, takes damage. Cleave, takes damage. Bite, as you can see, you can double bite, go back into cleave. It does a whole bunch of damage. This one, I believe, could be useful for Mythic Plus for survival over the Kyrian one, just because it's 5%. Like if we're doing, depends on like who you run with. You're doing a whole like big packs. What's also good is you can pop down the Night Fae ability, right? And because Wildfire Bomb does not and hopefully Blizzard don't like look at this video, does not have a AoE target cap, we can literally just people can just pull the whole area, and we can just AoE. We can like do the AoE bomb, and it'll proc it. So it'll do a whole bunch of damage. I believe this would be the second best, if not the best, for Mythic Plus. Depends on how much haste we get in endgame. If we get like, see, as you can see, only 8% haste here. That's really nothing. But of course, this is just like the standard gear. But once we get into the endgame and you're getting a lot more haste and you're sitting probably around like 30% haste or something like that, this could be the go-to. So I think Night Fae could be the go-to for Mythic Plus with high haste. Because you're just going to do a whole bunch more damage, and we'll talk about something else afterwards. So the next one is the Venthyr. Venthyr is Flayed Shot. Fire a shot at your enemy, causing them to bleed for 3,300 shadow damage over 20 seconds. Each time Flayed Shot deals damage, you have 15% chance to gain Flayer's Mark. Basically, you can use Kill Shot anytime here. So if we have a look at this target, Flay Shot it, cool animation. We're just sitting here hoping it ticks. There we go, and then we do a kill shot. Hopefully, comes again. With 30-second cooldown for 20 seconds, so it's really up like a lot of the time. With 10 seconds between. This will be probably the best single target damaging for single target for raid. I think this will probably be the best, just because it's an extra dot. The uptime is insane. You get another kill shot, which now costs 10 focus, which will scale with our mastery, and of course when we get like higher item level, higher weapon damage, it's going to be really good. So I think, oh, I got another proc, awesome. But I think Venthyr will be better once we get high haste, because then of course this will proc more. But the overall default one that you want to be using, for me, is the Necrolord. Necrolord is the Death Chakram. Chakram, 45-second cooldown. Hit, throw a deadly chakram at your current target, dealing 521 shadow damage 7 times, bouncing to other nearby, so you can do AoE as well. And each time the chakram deals damage, it'll be increased by 15%. So every time it hits one, it'll go up 15%, hits another, 15%, hits another, 15%, hits another, 15%. So for 7 times. So that's what? 230, 460, 690, so 105 damage by the end. So you have a look, whack, 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 whack. It just scales up in damage. You get more focus for your Mongoose Bites, because you're going to be running Mongoose Bite, not Flanking Strike. I just had Flanking Strike because I love the animation of it. But yeah, you gain focus, means more Mongoose Bites in your Mongoose Bite window. That's going to be like the default one that you're going to be that you'll want to run, and of course with the Fleshcraft ability, standing near enemies, you get 20% of your maximum health. So these are, again, this is what I believe is going to be the best for Survival Hunter. If anyone has any comments or anything, leave them below, and maybe I can answer them and give you a little bit more in depth. But I think your default for pretty much raiding, and Mythic Plus at the beginning, you would want to run Necrolord, just because of Death Chakram. For raiding, once you start gearing up, if you want, I don't know, I haven't tested how long to switch, but you could run Venthyr for like pure single target. And then Mythic Plus, you can go into here. You can go into Night Fae. So a little bit more that I wanted to show you is, let me open this up. If we go into Kyrian, so if we click Kyrian, we're on Hunter, Resonating Arrow. It's this one here. I don't want that. Go away, go away, go away. No! How do I get out? Resonating Arrow is... Ferocious Appetite? No? No? Echoing Call? Wild Call? No. Enfeeble Mark. So, at higher ranks, your attacks and ability 5% increased damage to enemies. Up to 15%, so 15% plus your crit damage. Again, I still believe that it's not going to be the best one, because by the time you get to rank 15, it's going to be a long time, and you want to be doing damage like earlier on, right? So that conduit, like when you're doing all your Mythic Plus and you're leveling it up and things later on, you could probably be better in the end, but I still don't believe it's going to be the best one. Necrotic Barrage, great one. I don't know if did I talk about it last time, but Necrotic Barrage for Necrolord, the damage is increased by 20% per hit, so it becomes what, 740, and then you gain an extra 2 focus, so you're getting 5 per hit. That's 1 Mongoose Bite plus 5, 45-second cooldown. Again, I believe that with this being a 45-second cooldown, the damage it does and the focus it gives us is going to be your default one that you want to run pretty much all the time. Night Phase, a good one too. Spiritual Attunement. Like I said, with High Haste later on down the track, I believe this is going to be probably the best one for Mythic Plus. Increases the duration by 3 per second and the damage you deal by 25%. The 25, the 30% extra for 18 seconds. I believe Night Fae in the long run for Mythic Plus will be your best in slot to run. And then with Venthyr, what's Venthyr? Venthyr was... can't even remember. Flame Infusion? Ferocious? Powerful? Oh, yeah. Empowered, empowered Release. Flame Shot is additional 5% to proc, and increases damage by 20% of your next kill shot. So what's that? 20% to proc, and your kill shot damage increased by 20%. So I think single target later on when we have a lot more like weapon damage and things, because it does cost focus, it's going to be like huge. I think this is going to be the best for your PvP. 100% this is going to be your best for PvP as well, and for single target. So I think Venthyr, again, Venthyr for single target. You have your Night Fae for Mythic Plus, and your default to begin. I think to begin with, and you probably even use it later on down the track. You can always use Death Chakram for your Necrolord. But yeah, they're my 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents, 5 cents. Shadowlands coming up near. I'm watching Wowhead a lot to hopefully get some Hunter feedback. I've put in a feedback change. Where was it? Is the point Pentagon remain? Yeah, that's me. They love it. 4 people have liked it. Legends. I don't know why it hasn't put into my Marley Rose status, but hopefully we get something. Hopefully we get something back. I really want something, because I believe survival's underrated. So yeah, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, comment. I'll answer everything as soon as possible for you guys. And Shadowlands is coming. I'm really excited. I think I think Blizzard can still do the changes. For us to make us a little bit competitive. Even if we don't bring any utility, such as like an AP buff or whatnot, I think we'll be fine. But yeah, again, thank you everybody for watching, commenting, subscribing in the last week week or two, I think. You guys have been awesome. Again, I stream at twitch.tv/AkesTV. I'm going to try some YouTube right before. So if you want to see when I do come online randomly, subscribe, notification button, and all that kind of jazz. But until then, I'll see you on the flip side.